Today is the day. Today is the day that we finally start creating from the heart, creating from a place of authenticity, creating from a place that feels aligned with our soul. And I'm not just creating this video for myself, I'm actually creating this to invite you to do the same, to invite you on the same journey. Is there something that you have felt called to do for the longest time, probably years, that you have been holding back from? Or maybe you're like me and you've just been doing things for the longest time and it just hasn't felt aligned. Like maybe you just feel like you've been living a life that just doesn't feel like yours. I don't know, can you relate to this? Because this is the journey that I've been on. I honestly feel like I've just been, every time that I do something, every time I either do a new job or do a new side hustle or do something new, I just know in my heart, I know in my soul that it is not for me. And I feel like I am just doing it in desperation to just keep up with standards, to keep up with the societal expectations of me. But I've always known that it just hasn't felt aligned for me. And maybe you can relate to this. In fact, I feel like you almost can, because so many of us are playing so small. You know, and it's not your fault. Truthfully, it is not your fault. For me personally, it has come from a place of fear. It has come from a place of ignoring my intuition, of ignoring my gut, of ignoring this feeling, this sensation that I know that I am meant for more. Oh my gosh, I just found the cutest bench by the water. Okay, but before I keep going, I want to know, is this something that you can relate with? Like, are you someone that feels like you're just playing small, like you're just ignoring your intuition, like you haven't been fully stepping into what it feels like you were put here to do? Because if you are, I want you to know first and foremost that you are absolutely not alone. And that is honestly the exact reason that I felt called to not only create this YouTube channel, but to start actually taking it seriously and to also document my own journey of starting to step into what feels way more authentically aligned with me and following on my soul journey, learning how to listen to my intuition and to actually tap into the things that are a yes and to stop doing the things that are such a hard no, because I know that that is how so many of us are living our lives. We are doing things knowing full well that we don't want to do them. They don't feel good. They don't feel aligned, but we feel like we have no other option. And I think what's really inspired me to want to talk more about this and to bring you along my own journey was because of the recent trip that I took to Central America. And honest to God, it completely changed my life, and it is something that I want to speak more about. There's obviously no way that I can go fully into detail about it in this one video, but wow, look at this little spot that I just found. How beautiful is this? Oh my gosh. But I will definitely share a lot more about that experience throughout the development of this channel. But honestly, it was the experience for me that made me realize that I was just living so out of alignment. Honestly, everything that I was doing was just not for me. I really had so many moments of clarity. I had so many moments of recognizing like, this is just not in alignment with me anymore. And it inspired me to create this channel because it just got me thinking, if I'm living so far out of alignment, how many other people are doing the same? And perhaps my story and my experience could act as inspiration for you to do the same. So truthfully, this is just going to be an ongoing journey of how I learn to step more into alignment with myself, how I learn how to say yes to myself and no to things that are clearly not in alignment. All in all, it's truthfully about saying yes to life and no to the societal conditioning that has kept us small and scared and living in confinement for far too long. I intend to go way more in detail about my own journey on this channel as this channel starts to grow and develop, but truth be told, to give you a quick summary, I had my first awakening experience a couple years ago pretty much when I turned 30. And from then on, my life was obviously never the same. And I started to just see things completely differently. And I started to really get more into spirituality and to understand how we are truly co-creators of our own life. But I just felt like something was still missing. And like I said, it wasn't until I took this recent trip to Central America that everything completely shifted for me. Like the meaning of life even shifted for me. And I started to think more about our mission and our purpose here on earth, because probably like you, I have always felt like surely we did not come here just to work 9-to-5s, to work jobs that we're miserable at, to pay our bills, and then for that to be it, to save up for a retirement that maybe we'll make it to. I just have always known that there is more to life. And honestly, it has been such an incredible and beautiful journey. And like I said in the beginning of this video, I feel like it is finally time to start creating and to start voicing my journey, because I think there is so much power when more of us start to come together to recognize that we are not alone on our own journey. I want to share the same advice and tools on here that honestly I wish I had along my own journey, and I kind of had to figure out along the way. And my intention with this channel is honestly to just grow with you and to find that community of people who are going through the same types of things, and to inspire others to step into their truth and to step into their true selves. There is so much power that comes from leaving behind the things that no longer align and starting to step in to the things that you have been feeling called towards for years. In my next videos, I really want to share about my trip to Central America and how that all came about, because that trip honestly came from a place of intuition. I genuinely had no original plans of ever going to Central America, but it was genuinely just a calling to go there. And I just decided, you know what, why not? That's just how I started living my life recently, was just saying fuck it, and I felt so called to go to Central America, specifically Costa Rica. And that is a whole other story that I will get into in another video. But truthfully, I feel like my journey to how I got here all happened for a reason. And I feel like sharing my story and hopefully being someone that you can relate to on your own journey is almost my way of paying it forward and paying back from the years and years and years of videos that I have consumed on my own journey that have helped me get to where I am today. So that is why I felt called to finally start creating and doing far less consuming. And I honestly cannot tell you how excited I am to share this journey with you, to bring you along with me. And I would love to hear from you. Are you on a similar journey? Do you feel like you've been playing it small? Do you feel like you also have been ignoring your intuition and ignoring your calling, and overall just not living in alignment and just not living your authentic truth? I would absolutely love to connect with you and hear your own story and grow together and go on this journey together. I'm so excited to see what this channel will turn into, and I fully intend to share what I learn here on this channel. And then you can take that and apply that in your own life, and that is how we continue to grow. That is how we continue to expand, and that is how the consciousness on this planet will continue to expand, which is so freaking exciting. So I will leave it there. If you made it to the end of this video, I am so grateful for you. You have no idea. Comment below where you're at on your own journey, and I would absolutely love to see you in the next video.